I am getting AI to play some Minecraft. So I'm trying to get some of the fanciest AI models to play against each other. Not directly against each other, and this isn't really the kind of game that you can play against each other necessarily. But I'm trying to have various AIs, like GPT-4, which is like OpenAI's fancy one, and then some of Google's and Anthropic's and Llama 3 and whatever else. I want to have them play Minecraft, and I want to have them compete in terms of like how far they can get. So it's not my own original idea. There are some folks uh, from NVIDIA that have basically laid the foundation. I'm just like following their lead. About a year ago, they posted a paper where they got Minecraft or a LLM to play Minecraft and like do pretty darn well, actually. So I'm just using their code. They open sourced it, they made it available, and I am kind of adding some updates and changing the AIs that are actually going to be uh, working through it. So that's kind of my whole like goal with this. Right? They made some cool charts and some fancy things and published some papers. So I'm just having fun with it, trying to see what I can do. Um, that's how it goes. If you didn't catch any of my earlier streams, you're welcome to. On X is kind of where I'm the most active. And I have a history of streams where I just like went through the whole like sort of annoying process of setting everything up. Now I can more or less kick off the bot and it'll like go and do things. Where I'm at right now is I have a like I can log in and then I can have my bot log in. So this is me like walking around this space. I barely have done like literally anything in this world. I maybe placed some torches, but that's about it. Everything else is the bot has been doing stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and kick up the bot. So gonna let it join the game here, and then I'm gonna be doing a little bit of like code on the side here. I'm like changing some things, improving some stuff. I'll be talking through it while the bot like does some planning and tries to figure out what to do with its life, more or less. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the settings to what the bot expects. It expects creative mode with cheats on. Um, and then I'm going to make a note of that port there, and then I'm going to have the bot join us. So pretty pretty fun to be able to play alongside a bot. Unfortunately, it's a little bit annoying because during its like training portion, it actually does this like annoying thing where it pauses the game, and then I have to like wait for it to unpause. So it's not super playable while it's like doing a lot of the learning. It's not terrible, but it's also not fantastic. So apologies for the folks on X. I think my text is probably super tiny and pretty illegible. I I'll try to make it a little bit bigger, but just go use a computer or something. I'll keep the Minecraft window visible here so that at least you can kind of like see something interesting, because the text won't be the most interesting thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the bot. I think this thing here can go away, and I'm gonna have my terminal on the side. I don't think I need two, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump that. And that way, once it's like running through its like thinking process, we can actually just see it here. I think I just run Python, run, and it'll start it. So it's going to go through a little bit of an initialization ceremony where it joins. Um, oh, I think I actually have a bug in the code. But once it does connect, it'll have some sort of initialization ritual, basically, where it like joins. It types in some cheats to kind of disable and enable ability to drop items, and then it like starts to kind of come up with tasks for itself, write the code to do those tasks, run that code, and then kind of iterate. So let's see what exactly my issue is. Like I said, I've been making some changes in the code here, and I probably have some bugs. So let's see what exactly is going on. So in this case here, action agent needs a self recorder. So let's see. I made some edits here. I think I moved this guy up. So one of the things that I've been trying to do is I've been trying to make it so that the agent is actually going to keep track of every token uh, that it asks for from the LLM, from like ChatGPT or like GPT-4 or whatever. I'm going to keep track of all those tokens. That way I can report a metric that's like, for 1 million tokens, this is how far it's able to get in Minecraft. That requires modifying a bit of the code, and I'm not exactly a Python programmer, um, but I am a professional programmer, so shouldn't be super hard. But some of the challenges are just like coding while talking, so I'm good. I'm like not necessarily the best. So in this case here, let's see if we can kind of debug what the issue is. It says Python line 10 of here, line 20 or 120 of here. It says that action agent got an unexpected argument recorder. So I think action agent, I did want it to have recorder. Recorder equals like nothing, none, because I'm passing in this recorder object, and that recorder object is going to now hold on to like, or it already is passed along in a lot of places, but I'm adding in that token count metric that I'm holding on to. So it's going to hold on to that, and then it's going to dump it periodically. So I think all I really have to do is like basically that kind of change. Let's see if I need it anywhere else. Python run. It looks like it's loaded pretty much everything else because I have it in the curriculum agent, in the critic agent, and then in the skill manager. So like I said, it's going to join it. It's going to join the server. It's going to go through its sort of like little ritual where it pauses, unpauses, turns off tile drop, turns them back on, and then it's going to like control its inventory more or less. So it kind of does a few like cheats to some extent, where it basically, if it's already had that item in the past, then it's going to allow itself to like have that item again for free. Just it's gonna spawn it, right? Um, so that's kind of a cheat, but my take on that is as long as all of the various bots that I'm actually trying to compare, as long as they are all like more or less playing fair, here I teleported to the bot. As long as they're all like more or less playing fair, then I don't really care. They can cheat in all these ways. So right now it is currently paused, and then on the far right side, if you can read that text, it is currently thinking about what to do. It came up with a few different tasks. One of the tasks was to safely mine diamond, deep slate diamond ore to avoid losing the diamonds. Then another one was like, what strategies can you use to effectively combat a skeleton in a confined underground space? So it's like kind of trying to come up with some sort of strategy and then giving some reasoning. It has access to some things like its inventory. It has access to like chests and like uh, chests that it's stored stuff in the past. It has like access to like tasks that it's completed in the past. So all of these different things are like technically accessible. It's going to decide on some sort of task, and then it's going to move along. These numbers that you see here, 110, 369, 108, 169, 107, 365, those are the responses for the from a GPT-4. In this case, I'm using GPT-4 Turbo. It's telling me how many tokens it's consumed. So I'm now recording it, but I now need to like tally that up. I think I'm missing the recording from this red text. So I think that's probably something within this curriculum agent. So I'm gonna have to find that. Um, let's see, recorder, self dot recorder. Okay, and then you can see that it's now unpaused the game. Oh, then it paused it again. Darn. But it does sound like it's probably decided on some sort of task. So now it looks like it's going to do the diamond door task. I have a feeling it's going to fail because I think it needs certain kind of like pickaxe or something. I don't really know for sure, but we'll see how that does. It's still paused. Okay, unpaused. I want to take the opportunity while it's unpaused to place a torch. Um, ugh, did it pause it again? Okay, cool. I can place a torch while it's paused. Where did it go? Looks like it left me alone. Um, yeah, anyway, it's going to keep on doing its thing on the side there, and I'm going to do my code stuff. So if I see it doing something interesting, I'll try to call it out. If you see anything fun, feel free to drop it in the comments. I should be able to see comments and I can pull them up here. So you can kind of engage if that's something you're into. Um, Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing my thing. Uh, Part of my goal for today is to uh, get this like comparison in terms of tokens solid, and then I'm going to start trying to optimize for like running multiple of these potentially, because I want to have a bit of data about the two different, or like at least two different models. I'm trying to do a presentation for some folks on Monday, so we'll see how that goes. So that's my situation here. Okay, this guy's thinking, doing unpaused. Where'd it go? Oh, he did actually mine the gold or the diamond. Diamond not found in inventory. Checking for dropped items. Yeah, that is a thing that kind of does suck. Um, yeah, the drop, undrop kind of stuff. Yeah, anyway. Okay, keep thinking, dude. Um, okay, so I'm gonna make sure that I am actually collecting the um, the various responses and getting the tokens. So I'm not seeing the blue or green. I'm seeing this red one. I'm not sure which one that one is. So under curriculum, I'm passing in a recorder and then I'm setting self.recorder. And then when I am doing one of these response bits, I'm actually just printing it out here. But what I actually want to do is I want to make it so that record utils so that the event recorder has a record usage. I want to make use of that message thing here. So record usage tokens, that's what it's going to be. Okay, so curriculum, I'm going to say self.recorder, recorder.record usage tokens. I'm not getting autocomplete here. So does that mean that I have access to a different self? Not sure. Okay, so curriculum agent, self, all of this stuff gets initialized. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Python's like somewhat loosely typed system, so I can make guesses about what it's doing, but I don't know for sure. So self.recorder dot record usage tokens, and then I think in here I just pass in my response metadata. So let me see. How does update position? Self.update position. Let's see, update time. I'm trying to find an example of somewhere else where one of these functions is being called. So I could just more or less match um, my usage of it. Update items. Now that's doesn't look right. Update timestamp. Those all seem to be defining one. Yeah, living and learning, more or less. Record, I think, might be a good example actually. Okay, dot record, self dot record. Um, self dot record. Yeah, I want to just include my hand, like my actual code, and not like library code. Okay, Voyager, find in directory. You can see that the bot is trying to do something. Okay, self.recorder. Record. I think I want to find something like this in Voyager. Okay, self.recorder.record. Yep, that looks like it's been called in the way that I more or less expect. So that's probably going to be fine in terms of how I'm going to call it. So update, wait, record, does it pass in self? It does. And where was I finding that? In here, it doesn't need to pass in self. Yeah, that's one of those Python things I'm not super used to. Self seems to be some sort of keyword. So that's cool. Okay. Record usage tokens. I'm going to go in here, record usage tokens, and then my inputs to that were, not that. My inputs to that were response metadata is basically all I need to pass into there. So LLM response dot response metadata. That's all I need to send in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oops. Let's close that. Okay, so I think that I should be able to get rid of all of that. And then with just my get the response and store it, I record the usage tokens of it, and then I assign the content of it to curriculum so that the bot can continue to do what it was like trying to do anyway. So I think that's kind of my pattern for how I want to do this everywhere. I would normally like prefer to have some sort of like in this case, I want to do this everywhere that this LLM is actually being called. But because the actual LLM that is the actual LLMs are being created like directly, and this isn't a class that I own. I would have liked to override the method and then just kind of basically make it so that anytime you get a response out of it, it would do this, but I don't know. I'll do that maybe another time. So anyway, let's see. Wherever I find this, have I done it? So here, there, and then that's where it's initialized. And then for this one, LLM, let's go up one. Yes, I think it's initialized and then it's called twice. So that looks like it's good in here. Let's recap real quick what I did in here. In curriculum, I did, I made it so that recorder gets passed in, it's stored, and then instead of the curriculum being assigned directly to the response, the content response, it's first stored, recorded, and then assigned. Stored, recorded, assigned. Stored, recorded, assigned. Stored, recorded, assigned. So that should make it so that I get to have a peek at the curriculum responses. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Um, there are a couple other agents. So there is, let's see. So that was the curriculum agent. Let's look at the action agent. I think the action agent, as far as I know, doesn't have any place that it's actually um, making a call directly. So I'm a little bit confused by that, but not crazy confused, I guess. So let's see. It does import chat uh, GPT open or OpenAI thing. Let's see. Is there any call to self.llm? Um, there's only this like setting of the model name. So I don't really get that. I don't get why it's not actually being called. Maybe there's a different way to make a call to it. Maybe it's this like load prompt. That would make a little bit of sense. Let's see. So render system message. Okay, who calls you? Who calls render system message? A self.action agent, render system message, render human message, and then the self.messages, assert. Okay, so what is this doing? That's resetting. Yeah, again, doesn't seem like the action agent is like making a call. What does load prompt do? No, it just loads it from text. So yeah, not sure why this action agent isn't actually making a call. As far as I know, process AI message. That looks like it probably would be in there. So while retry, reversed, exec, return. I'm also not really seeing anything that would like process the message, despite the name. Not sure. Kind of confused. Summarize chat log. Filter item join. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the action agent is doing. My assumption about what it's doing is that it's just like creating the message and then sending that off to the like wrapper client that's actually interacting with the bot. Speaking of the bot, I kind of want to see what it's doing. It's walked away somewhere. It's in that direction. Teleport. Bot. Okay. It is standing right here, though it is paused. Yes. Yeah. So I want to see what it's doing. Um, so one thing is I do have, man, this guy's got like items and stuff. He's like wearing armor and things. Look at him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Keeps pausing. Like I said, it's pretty annoying because it's like I don't know. I want to be able to walk around and like do stuff and like interact with it. Um, as far as like things that would make it more enjoyable to like play alongside, like the pausing is it's got to be the biggest deal. Um, if it if it weren't for that, like honestly, like I don't know, it's just like I was about to move again and like it paused again. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. It's probably like honestly mostly unnecessary, but it does that so that I can have a little bit of time to think. So I thought that I could probably stream for a while today, but I think I can't. Um, my time to do this kind of stuff is like basically when the kids are asleep or after work. Today I'm off because little baby is a bit sick, and so I am helping take care of her. Um, but it does look like she did wake up, so I'm gonna call it a little bit early here. Um, Yeah, didn't feel like a super productive session, but I did get to set the context a little bit. I did get to stream to YouTube for the first time under my like applied AI channel, so it's kind of fun. Um, Working through this like token storing bit that I'm trying to do, and then again trying to just like let multiple models run. One thing I will do is I'm just gonna let the computer keep going for a while. I just want to see right now, now that I'm not like currently measuring, I just want to see how far along um, this like system can get just kind of by itself before I start doing the benchmarking with one AI versus another. So I'm just starting to see how it's like how far it's going to get. Then I'll do the like million to million comparison between them all. Anyway, that's what I have time for today. So um, see you later for now. Bye. Thank you. See you.